The information shared in this podcast is for educational purposes only. It is not intended to replace professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always consult your healthcare provider before starting or changing any peptide, supplement, or therapy. Welcome back to another episode in our Peptide and Neuroscience education series. Today we are diving into an incredible molecule that is not just a peptide but also a key protein vital for brain health. BDNF, which stands for brain-derived neurotrophic factor. While it is not always grouped in with traditional peptides like growth hormone secretagogues, BDNF is often discussed in the same circles because of its profound effects on the brain, learning, memory, and overall neurological health. So, what is BDNF? Brain-derived neurotrophic factor is a protein that belongs to the neurotrophin family of growth factors. It is naturally produced in the brain and central nervous system, as well as in some peripheral tissues. BDNF plays a critical role in supporting the survival, growth, and differentiation of neurons, which are the cells responsible for transmitting signals in the nervous system. BDNF is often described as fertilizer for the brain because it nourishes neurons, strengthens connections, and powers communication between them. What does it affect? BDNF has far-reaching effects on both the brain and the body. Let's explore some of the main areas it impacts. First is neuroplasticity. BDNF is one of the primary drivers of neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to adapt and form new connections. This is essential for learning, memory, and skill acquisition. Second is memory and cognition. Higher levels of BDNF are linked to better memory retention, faster learning, and sharper cognitive function. Third is mood and mental health. Low BDNF levels have been associated with depression, anxiety, and other mood disorders. Increasing BDNF can improve mood, resilience, and overall mental well-being. Fourth is neuroprotection. BDNF helps protect neurons from damage caused by stress, toxins, and aging. This makes it a key player in preventing neurodegenerative diseases. And fifth is metabolic health. Emerging research suggests BDNF also influences metabolism, appetite regulation, and energy balance, connecting brain health to overall body health. So how does it work? BDNF works by binding to a receptor called TRKB, or tropomyosin receptor kinase B. Once bound, it activates signaling pathways inside neurons that promote growth, survival, and synaptic plasticity. This leads to stronger neural connections and improved communication between brain cells. In simpler terms, BDNF helps neurons thrive, adapt, and stay resilient, keeping the brain healthy and flexible. Medical uses and research. Because of its powerful effects on the brain, BDNF is being studied in a wide variety of contexts. Some of the most notable areas of research include depression and mental health disorders, where treatments that increase BDNF such as exercise, certain medications, and potentially peptide therapies show promise in improving mood and reducing symptoms of depression. Neurodegenerative diseases, where BDNF is being studied for its potential to slow or prevent diseases like Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and Huntington's, all of which involve neuronal damage and death. Stroke recovery, where increasing BDNF levels may help improve recovery after stroke by supporting neuronal repair and plasticity. Learning and cognitive enhancement, where BDNF is of great interest because of its role in neuroplasticity, making it valuable for education, brain training, and nootropics. And metabolic conditions, where research is emerging that connects BDNF levels to obesity, diabetes, and appetite regulation, showing its broad impact beyond the brain. Risks and side effects. BDNF itself is naturally produced by the body, and higher levels are generally associated with positive outcomes. However, artificially manipulating BDNF pathways through drugs or experimental therapies carries risks. Overstimulation of BDNF could theoretically lead to imbalances in neural activity, and research is ongoing to better understand safe and effective ways to target this pathway. Summary and conclusion. BDNF, or brain-derived neurotrophic factor, is a key protein that supports brain health, learning, memory, and mood. Often called fertilizer for the brain, it promotes neuroplasticity, protects neurons, and helps the brain adapt to challenges. While still under active research, Boosting BDNF through lifestyle strategies, therapies, or future peptide-based interventions may unlock new ways to support mental health, protect against disease, and optimize cognitive performance. Disclaimer again. This podcast is for educational purposes only and is not intended as medical advice. Always consult your healthcare provider before starting, changing, or discontinuing any treatment. That wraps up today's deep dive into brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe for more discussions on peptides, proteins, and the cutting edge of neuroscience and performance science. Until next time, stay curious and keep learning.